I don't know why this microphone keep restarting. I don't get it, but I saw Detroit Pistons, taking on, beating the Memphis Grizzlies behind a 19 piece in the fourth quarter alone from Cade Cunningham. Uh, you know, I was talking to somebody. I was like, "What do they got the Pistons favored to beat the Grizzlies? Why not?" The Grizzlies, like, I mean, they were blowing out the Lakers, and then the Lakers came back. It was up by 20. They just not a good team. I mean, Josh regressed. I've never been a fan of Jaren Jackson Jr., one of the softest players I've ever seen in the NBA. He's just soft. I just will never want a guy on my team like him. Um, a lot of the Memphis Grizzlies fans are saying the culture died when they got rid of Dylan Brooks. And they soft. You know, KCP over there, 25 minutes, 2 points. What is he doing? Just running. Um, Jaren Jackson Jr. had 21 points. This motherfucker 7 foot with 4 rebounds. Like, what good is he if he just gonna sit and take threes? It's just a bad team. I wouldn't have paid him at all. I'm sorry. John Morant, 18 points. He did have 10 assists, 5 for 16, 0 for 4 from three. Shot real from the free throw line, so didn't have a bad game. Um, and then I don't know what happened to that tall dude they had over there. Um, he might be hurt. What's the tall dude they had over there from Purdue or something? But you over here, they balled out last night. They put Isaiah Stewart in the starting lineup. 26 points, 14 rebounds. Who did they take out? Asar, Cade, Duncan. They took out also Tobias was injured. So yeah, he took out him. 26 and 14. He was 9 for 18, from the field, 2 for 8, 28, 25% from three. Duncan, 11 points, 3 for 9 from three. We need better. But, Dern, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 1 block. I mean, uh, could have played a little bit better last night, but solid. And K, dropped the 19 piece, 33 points, 5 in the fourth, 33 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Had 3 turnovers, 1 block. I mean, he was 60% from the field after not shooting so good against Dallas. And Asar Thompson, when he scored, 10, 12 or more, they undefeated, didn't quite get there last night. Um, Karis LeVert still waiting. Ron Hollins seemed like had another solid game off the bench. Got to find him more minutes. They should have put Ron Hollins in the starting lineup. I don't know I know Sasser injured. I don't know between Ron Hollins and Marcus Sasser. Honestly, I don't get it. They need to play them more when Ron Hollins get back. That's how I feel. They need to play them a lot more. So maybe at some point those guys will be able to get more minutes, but I don't understand playing a lot of other guys in front of them two guys. Allow them to spread their wings and actually grow. You put I know disrespect to Javante Green, but come on, when Sasha get back, really them minutes from Javante Green, but he can shoot though, so I'll give him that. Javante Green's a good player, but at some point you got to let Ron Hollins take the training wheels off and got to give him some real minutes, man, because he's maximizing his minutes. He's maximizing his minutes, and that's one thing I like about him. He's maximizing them. And but Cade is just on cruise control. A lot of people in the comment section saying, he not foul baiting. He playing real basketball and he hooping. The thing about it is Cade don't get no foul calls. Let me say that first and foremost. Cade don't get them foul calls. I watch him a lot. A lot of the calls that SGA get or some of the other superstars get, he not fortunate enough to get those calls. So I don't really think people understand that. If you watch him, it's a lot of foul. He plays through a lot of contact. He don't get that benefit. So you got to ask the league why. I don't like the touchy fouls. It makes it more acting than a sport. It's more acting than a sport with the touch files. Yeah, it's more acting. If anything, they're out there acting. It should be a real sport again, But that's nor here nor there, right? I feel like they should go back to making it a real sport. But Cade, just cruise control right now. Play at his own pace. He hooping. He hooping. You know, pull ups, playing through contact, not complaining, getting and ones. I mean, shout out to Dog. Right now, he just in a groove. Even if he don't shoot well, he's to the point where, even if he don't shoot well, he at the point where, he can affect the game other ways. He defending and a lot of things that they're doing is infectious around that Piston culture. It's just that I just think they need to play some guys a little bit more. Like Ron Hollins, but Stu had a big night in the starting lineup. That's permanently not gonna be, in my opinion, that's permanently not probably going to be. That's permanently not probably going to be his best. A starter. I watched Stu and it seemed like he pretty much struggled to run up and down the court. It's conditioning, it's the knees or something, but he's a good guy 20 to 25 minutes. So I don't know, why he struggles with conditioning so much. That's for somebody else to, for a question for somebody else to ask. But he just seemed like he struggles to get up and down the court. But every now and again, if you sprinkle him in a starting lineup, I have no problem with it. But he's definitely essential to what the Pistons do in their identity. And like I said, they were blowing these guys out at one point, and they allowed them back in the game, and they got to learn to close these games out. And Memphis is done. I would just think Memphis will try to move on for some of these guys. I mean, Desmond Bane, he complained about the practice facility and some of the other things they had going around there. He was complaining about, you hear, NBA players scared to go to Memphis, scared to play in Memphis. So you hear these things about going to Memphis. It don't seem like the organization is putting its best foot forward. It doesn't seem like the organization is putting its best foot forward for it don't feel like they're putting their best foot forward and financially, pouring into the team. And when that's the case, you'll see that, in a city like Memphis, it's people scared to go to, apparently, which it's been like that for a while, to be honest. The city of Memphis been like that for a while. When I used to go down there, it was a wild city. But some of these dudes in the NBA want to cosplay like they gangster. It shouldn't be no problem, right? Yeah, and everybody want to be portrayed to be gangster and have the swag and be tough, but they ain't really from that, bro. And John Morant, similar to Zion Williamson, allowing their career to slip by with immaturity and a lack of structure around them, whether they have parents around them or not. And it's sad. It is truly sad for those young men to have all that talent and squander it. And squander all that talent. And they squandered it. So, it is what it is. At some point, you hope that light click on. You hope that light click on before it's too late. But Cade Cunningham, Isaiah Stewart did the damn thing last night. And yeah, they did the damn thing last night. And, when I go look at it, man, Cade is just a really good leader. It's a really good ball player. Elite. He's somebody that you want leading your franchise. So when you have guys like that you want leading your franchise and doing that, man, shout out to him. So Pistons win. They advance to 5-2, 2-1 on the road. Memphis 3-5, 2-3. I think they may need to start thinking about blowing it up. And it's hard. You know, you get guys like John Morant there, you pay Jaren Jackson Jr. I wish that was a mistake. I'll tell you that right now. He want to be KD, but he ain't KD. When you start doing those things, man, it's becomes especially for a small franchise. We'll see what happens. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out Detroit Piston post game reaction playlist. Hit the link tree. You can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Peace.